الدرس التاسع lesson 9 في متجر الألعاب in the toy store. So متجر is store and الألعاب is toy. This is the passage of the lesson. It says أقرأ النص الآتي عن علاقة الألعاب بميزانيات الأسر. I read the following text about the relationship between toys and family budgets. وأظلل المعلومات المهمة التي أجدها فيه بقلم تظليل. And I highlight the important information that I find in it with a highlighter pen. كما أحوط الكلمات الجديدة لأبحث عنها في المعجم لاحقا. And I also circle new words so I can look them up in the dictionary later. So the subheading is Al-Arabiyyatu wal-Mizaniyatu al-Usariyatu, toys and the family budget. So the chapter deals with children buying toys and how it impacts the family budget. تصرف الأسر كثيرا من الأموال على ألعاب أطفالها كل عام. Families spend a lot of money on their children's toys every year. So in the sentence, تصرف is to spend. Al-Usar is the plural of the word Usra, which is family. So this is families. كثيرا من, a lot of, al-amwal, money. على ألعاب أطفالها, on the children's toys. So ala is on, al-ab is toys, and أطفالها, their children. كل عام is every year, where كل means every and عام is year. وأمام سيل الألعاب التي تغرو الأسواق لا يجد الوالدان وسائل وطرائق كافية لعدم الاستجابة لإلحاح أبنائهم. And in front of the flood of toys that invade the markets, parents do not find enough ways and means to not respond to the insistence of their children. So because there's a lot of toys in the markets of different types, the parents, they find it difficult to say no to the children when they keep insisting to buy these toys. Amama means in front of. Saylil al-al'ab, the flood of toys. Sayl is flood and al-al'ab is toys. So this is referring to the different kinds of toys and the amount of toys that are there out in the market. Allati, that, taghru, invade, al-aswaq, the markets. La yajidul walidani, al-walidan is parents, so la yajid, they do not find. Wasail, ways, tara'iq, means. Kafiya, enough, so they don't find enough means or ways. لعدم الاستجابة لي, to not respond to or to resist. إلحاح, the insistence, أبنائهم, of their children. طيب. Then it says لكن هذا يستنزف ميزانية الأسرة, but this drains the family's budget because the toys, they're expensive and they have a specific budget for everything, and so this drains that family budget. ويغير مواضع الأولويات, and it changes the priority areas. So when they keep spending on toys, it can affect the general budget that they have. لكن هذا means but this. يستنزف is a verb which means to drain. ميزانية الأسرة, the family's budget. يغير, it changes مواضع الأولويات, priority areas, where مواضع is areas and الأولويات is priority. ولا تقف المشكلة عند هذا الحد فقط، بل هناك جوانب أخرى ينبغي النظر إليها باهتمام بالغ. And the problem does not stop at this point alone. Rather, there are other aspects that must be considered with great care. لا تقف means does not stop. المشكلة, the problem. عند هذا الحد, at this point. فقط, only. بل هناك, rather there are. جوانب أخرى, other aspects. ينبغي النظر إليها, that must be considered باهتمام بالغ, with great care. So this is a problem, but there are bigger problems as well which should be considered, and they're going to mention that. حتى لا تجد الأسرة نفسها في مواجهة مواقف لم تكن بالحسبان, so that the family does not find itself facing situations it had not anticipated. حتى is so that. لا تجد الأسرة, the family does not. So the family does not find, actually that's the one. لا تجد الأسرة, the family does not find. نفسها, itself. في مواجهة, facing. مواقف, any situations. لم تكن بالحسبان, it had not anticipated. منها أن بعض المواد المستخدمة لإنتاج ألعاب للأطفال لا تكون مناسبة, such as the sum of the materials used for manufacturing children's toys may not be suitable. So there could be certain certain materials that are made for these toys which are not suitable for the children. So minha anna means such as that, ba'da means some of, al-mawad, the materials, al-mustakhdamati li, used for intaj, manufacturing, al-aab lil-atfal, children's toys, la takunu munasiba, may not be suitable. بل تكون خطيرة أحيانا, rather they could be dangerous at times, ولا يجب استخدامها في تصنيع ألعاب للأطفال, and they should not be used in making toys for children. So there could be some dangerous things in the making of these toys that are not suitable for children to play with. So bal is rather, takunu, they could be خطيرة, dangerous, أحيانا, sometimes or at times, ولا يجب استخدامها في, and they should not be used in تصنيع, making ألعاب للأطفال, toys for children. ولكن بعض الشركات والمصانع لا تلتزم بهذا الجانب الأخلاقي المهم. But some companies and factories do not adhere to this important ethical aspect. ولكن is but بعض, some, الشركات, companies, المصانع, factories, لا تلتزم ب, do not adhere to هذا الجانب, this aspect, al-akhlaqi, ethical, al-muhim, important. So some companies do not care about these things, that okay, these things are not good for the children, they only care about the profit. وتترتب على ذلك عواقب كبيرة, منها أن يصاب بعض الأطفال بأمراض مزمنة أو شبه مزمنة, ومن أشهرها الحساسية الجلدية. And this leads to serious consequences, such as some children getting afflicted with chronic or semi-chronic illnesses, the most popular of them being skin allergy. So because these companies don't care about these products, while making these products, they're not making sure that these products are safe for the children end up having some illnesses, like the common one being skin allergy. تترتب على ذلك means this leads to عواقب, consequences كبيرة, serious. منها, such as أن يصاب ب, to get afflicted with, بعض الأطفال, some children. So some children are getting afflicted with what? أمراض مزمنة, chronic illnesses. Where أمراض is illnesses and مزمنة is chronic, or you can say serious or dangerous. أو شبه مزمنة, or semi-chronic. ومن أشهرها, the most popular of them being الحساسية الجلدية, skin allergies. وهذا يتسبب في إرهاق نفسي ومادي للأسر أيضا, and this also causes emotional and financial strain for the family. So before, at the beginning of the chapter, we mentioned about the financial problems that buying toys could result from. So this is another aspect to it, like when the children become sick due to these toys, it can affect them financially as well and also emotionally. هذا يتسبب في, this causes إرهاق, strain, نفسي is emotional, مادي is financial, للأسر, for families, أيضا also. ومع تشديد الجهات المسؤولة وقيام الرقابة بدورها قدر المستطاع، إلا أنه قد يظهر في الأسواق مثل هذه المنتجات غير المناسبة طبيا وصحيا للأطفال. Despite the strictness of the responsible authorities and the monitoring bodies doing their role to the best, such medically and health-wise inappropriate products for children may still appear in the markets. So there are specific responsible authorities to make sure that these toys are safe for the children. So they do their best, but still these toys still appear in the markets. Ma'a here means despite, tashdid means strictness. Al-jihad al-mas'ula, the responsible authorities. Jihad is authorities and mas'ula is responsible. Qiyami bidawriha means doing their role. Al-riqaba is the monitoring bodies. So the monitoring bodies doing their role qadr al-mustata', to their best. إلا أنه قد يظهر, may still appear في الأسواق, in the markets, مثل هذه المنتجات, such as these products. غير المناسبة, they are inappropriate, طبيا, medically, صحيا, health-wise, للأطفال, for the children. لذلك يجب أن يكون الوالدان على وعي بكل هذه الجوانب. Therefore parents must be aware of all these aspects. لذلك means therefore, يجب أن يكون, must be, الوالدان, parents, على وعي, aware, بكل هذه الجوانب, of all these aspects. So the parents should be careful and they should know about all these problems, such as these certain things that they use for making the toys, which could potentially harm the children. لأن الأمر لا يتعلق بالقيمة المادية للألعاب فقط, because the matter is not related to the monetary value of the toys alone. So the problem is not just about the the financing part, or the budget of the families have, and the way that it is affected. بل إنه قد يمس حياة الأطفال الصحية ويؤثر على مستقبلهم بشكل أو بآخر. Rather, it may affect the children's health and impact the future in one way or another. So it's not just the monetary part, there's also children's health being involved in this. So here لأن means because, الأمر, the matter, لا يتعلق به, is not related to القيمة المادية, the monetary value, the money involved in it. للألعاب, for the toys, فقط. بل rather إنه قد يمس, it may affect حياة الأطفال الصحية, the children's health. يؤثر على, it can impact مستقبلهم, their future, بشكل أو بآخر, in one way or another.